welcome back to another video. Today, I'm here with Coaster Hour.
And hello to everyone. Huge thanks to Mason for having me on. It's going to be really fun. This is a type of video I've never done before, and I'm excited to be on here.
Oh, yes. Let's start to talk about the next 5 years for Cedar Point. So for 2023, I think we're going to be seeing the boardwalk, the new area at the boardwalk opening with the Wild Mouse, some flat rides, and the Grand Pavilion. Cedar Point's already announced this, so it's pretty obvious that this is going to be opening. And what else they could be adding this year? Well, they could be adding some minor park improvements, but that's all I see happening this year. So let's move on to 2024.
2024, I believe that we will see Drawer Dragster get its reimagining and reopen with a new LSM launch. I think this will be a big deal because the ride would have been closed for about 3 years up to this point, and people will be really excited to get back on it in its new or reliable sort of way it's going to run. So I think it's going to be a great addition for the park. And that'll be what I see is coming for 2024.
For 2025, I can see some minor park improvements and a possible brand new water slide to come to Cedar Point Shores, because I think they could add some new slides to that water park. And if they did add a new slide, I can either see a raft slide, or I could see maybe a water coaster, but that would be very hard to fit in, knowing that Cedar Point's landlocked. What else I can see happening this year is actually not really that much happening this year. It's kind of a break year from 2024 when we see the reimagined Drawer Dragster. So yeah, let's move on to 2026.
For 2026, I have Corkscrew being replaced. So we've actually seen the Matterhorn and Scrambler be removed for that boardwalk expansion. They were relocated over to the new boardwalk area, leaving Corkscrew on its own and seemingly suggesting that they are going to replace it at some point, or at least that's a lot of us enthusiasts have speculated. And so my 2026 replacement for Corkscrew is an entire midway revamp that would include keeping the Corkscrew element standing, kind of like what Alton Towers has done with their Corkscrew. And so you'll kind of keep that there. But we'll be adding 2 new flat rides with a Zamperla Nebulas, a Zamperla Air Race, and even for just a little bit of fun, we'll add a sort of replacement coaster for Corkscrew, which will be a Skyline Attractions Horizon. You can debate if it's a coaster or not, but Fair has been working with Skyline in a weird way. They have worked with GCI with Zambezi Zinger, and Skyline's involved with the Titan track. So I just thought it'd be pretty fun to add sort of a replacement coaster for Corkscrew. A Skyline Horizon, I'm sure not a lot of people are going to like that, but I just thought it was a pretty fun idea. And so that is my 2026 edition, a Corkscrew Replacement midway area revamp with 3 new rides.
So for 2027, I think we could see a mock multi-launch replace Gemini. Now, we'll see the removal of Gemini. The reason I think Gemini is going to be removed is because it's like 50 years old. I don't see it lasting much longer. I guess it's kind of special at Cedar Point, like being the only racing dueling coaster. And I know a lot of people have a high opinion on it. I've obviously haven't ridden it, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty slow. And when you're not racing, you're just kind of going really slow. And it doesn't look too great of a ride. And I bet Cedar Point I bet Cedar Point would have a pretty good plot of land if they remove Gemini. And why a multi-launch? Well, we've seen Cedar Fair work with mock rides in the past couple of years, like with Copperhead Strike and I was about to say Hang Time, that was Grislayer. But yeah, we've seen them work with mock just like once. But yeah, I think that's still enough evidence where we could see a mock multi-launch come to Cedar Point. And what is the mock multi-launch going to be? Well, it can be like some of the ones in Europe, like the one at Hansa Park or something in Germany, one like that. I forgot the name of it, but one like that. But that's pretty unlikely. So we could just see one like Copperhead Strike. But yeah. everyone. I hope you enjoyed my first ever collab. This was something new for me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah.
Thank you, Mason, for bringing me on. I really appreciate doing a more unique project like this, and I hope all of you watching enjoyed our predictions.
So yeah, everyone. I'll see everyone in the next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.